Hail, I'm Ed, short for Edward, and I'm a Marketo consultant with TapCSM, here today to teach you about the smart list asset. Some quick wins in this video are how to use a smart list, how to use a smart list specifically for reporting, and some best practices involved in using smart lists. Let's dive in.
So welcome to my instance where I'll be demoing the smart list asset for you today. An instance is your Marketo subscription. This is the platform where the magic happens, and today we'll be in the marketing activities and the database areas of Marketo. Essentially, a smart list is a way to group people using filters. Here I'm grouping people by their email address being not empty and therefore it's valid. And they're used throughout Marketo in hidden ways like in smart campaigns, but the most useful form is on their own in a smart list. This is a standalone asset which is dynamic, meaning it gets updated all the time as new data comes through, and can be used as a filter in other smart lists using the member of smart list filter. Their usefulness is non-exhaustive, but a smart list is often reduced to being used as a quick way to view a group of people and then left to collect dust. But using smart lists smartly, you can get a lot more out of them than just a one-time use. You can actually use a smart list to send a list of qualifying people into your inbox at a set cadence. This is called a smart list subscription and is extremely useful in a variety of situations. Here is an example of a smart list subscription that I've created, and it's shown on the workspace level. So this is what I'll see in my inbox. I'll get the option to download the report, which will give me a list of people of that smart list subscription. So as you can see, these are all the people who are qualified for my smart list. They have all their emails as valid, but the options don't stop there. Maybe you want to see who has clicked a specific link in your emails every month or who has visited a key web page. A smart list subscription will tell you in your inbox without having to go into Marketo to find it. So I'm going to head on over to our database right now. A smart list subscription is most useful for continuous campaigns or reporting. Anything that is a one-time send does not lend itself to a smart list subscription, as its effect on data and activity is short-term. Smart list subscriptions have longevity. So we're going to set up ours in the database under a group smart list, which is here, which means it isn't tied to a specific program, but the database as a whole. But first, you need to decide who you're going to target. I'm going to create a very basic smart list subscription to see all of those who have unsubscribed in the last month of marketing. So I'm going to do this as an operational list. Create my new smart list, and I will call this unsubscribed in last 30 days. And I will choose a filter, data value changed, and drag and drop that, and I will select unsubscribed, and I will have the new value as true. So that means they've gone from false to true, and the date of activity in the last 30 days, as specified in the title. So this is now pulling all the people who have unsubscribed from our database, well, our marketing in our database in the last 30 days. But the second thing we need to show, or second thing we need to decide, is what do you want your report to show? And we'll do this by changing the view mode of our Peoples tab. So the view mode dictates what fields we can read from the record and is completely customizable and individual to the user. I am currently seeing the default view mode, and these are all the default fields that you can see. However, you can change this. So by clicking this, view default, and then create new view, I will create this new view and call it something generic, like smart list subscription view. And now I can remove items I don't find useful. So maybe I don't find the ID useful, I don't find when they're last updated useful, or their person score, source, or status, but perhaps I find their country useful, or their phone useful. So I'll add those in and create this new view, and this will now update my view here. But what this also does is updates the view in your smart list subscription. So your report will now show these fields instead of the previous fields that we saw earlier on. And this can be as complicated as you like, or as many fields as you like, but I would suggest making this concise. The third thing you want to decide is who should be sent the report. So we create our smart list subscription by either right-clicking our smart list and new smart list subscription, or you can click on list actions and then new smart list subscription. Call this something useful. unsubscribed in last 30 days. And then you select your recipients. So you select these from your users available to you. So I will select my user. And you can add other people in here if you want. And lastly, you'll want to select how often this gets sent into your inbox. So some caveats here is what we are constrained by these options in the dropdown. So it is not changeable, and this means the time that the report gets sent is around 3 AM in the morning, which is pretty bright and early, but this will still show all the important metrics. So the most common used is first of every month, and you can select if you'd like to end this delivery date. So maybe you only want this going for a year, and you can even select your format to tab delimited, CSV, or CSV Excel 2007. And then you can go ahead and create. And there you have it, our Smart List subscription.
So that's how you make the most out of a smart list using reporting. If there's anything else you'd like to see, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, if you'd like to see any more Marketo tips and tricks, then please subscribe below. Thanks.